Hi everyone! In this video, we're going to learn color grading in CapCut PC. But before diving in, it's important to understand how filmmakers use color grading to evoke emotions in a meaningful way. Different films use color to create specific moods. The Grand Budapest Hotel uses pastel pinks and warm tones to create a nostalgic and whimsical feel, while later scenes shift to darker, muted colors to convey loss and melancholy. Joker applies deep greens, sickly yellows, and harsh reds to visually represent Arthur's descent into madness, with lighting shifts enhancing psychological distress. Her is dominated by warm hues of red, pink, and orange, reinforcing themes of love, loneliness, and longing, making the film feel intimate and melancholic. Schindler's List is primarily in black and white to emphasize the grim reality of the Holocaust, with selective color, such as the girl in the red coat, highlighting emotional weight and historical significance. Now that we understand how color grading impacts storytelling, let's move on to its two key aspects: color correction and grading. Color correction ensures that the footage appears natural and balanced. Color correction is primarily used for footage shot in Rec. 709, or in other words, raw or flat profiles. On the other hand, when working with footage captured using automatic camera settings, which already applies basic color processing in camera, you typically skip the correction phase and move straight into color grading to stylize the final look. Since I have raw footage, I'll start with color correction before moving on to grading. The first step is to import the footage into the timeline and enable the color oscilloscope. Any values exceeding 1000 or dropping below 0 are not considered corrected, so adjustments need to be made. By going to the Adjustments panel and using the Curves tool, I'll create an S-curve to enhance contrast. After that, go to the basics. Exposure is set to -3, highlights to 7, and shadows to 9. Fine-tuning blacks and whites helps balance the colors, ensuring that all values stay within the proper range, ideally between 900 and 200. Once the color correction is complete, it's time to explore filters for aesthetic looks. Testing different filters helps determine which style works best. For example, applying the Oppenheimer filter and adjusting its intensity can provide a cinematic effect. If a cold, moody look is preferred, searching for a cold blue filter and applying it will help achieve that. Let's do it manually. First, decrease the intensity of the filter to 0. Now, go to Adjustments and then select Curves. You'll see a blue graph appear. Drag the bottom part of the curve slightly towards the Y-axis and create another point on the graph. As you adjust the curve, dragging it downward creates warmer tones. Dragging it upward creates cooler tones. For a faded cinematic appearance, basic adjustments are made by decreasing the temperature and increasing the fade effect. This softens the overall look and adds depth. Before finalizing, it's important to check that values remain balanced and do not exceed 1000. If the footage contains a subject that needs separate grading, the video can be duplicated in the timeline, and the background remover tool can be used to isolate the subject. Once separated, filters or manual adjustments can be applied independently to enhance the subject while maintaining the desired background tone. Now, let's work on another piece of footage, this time aiming for a warmer tone. Since the color is already quite balanced, we don't need to make too many adjustments. However, to add contrast, we'll go to the Adjustments panel and create an S-curve. Contrast helps separate highlights from shadows, giving the footage more depth. Next, we'll search for warmer tone filters and test them one by one. If we can't find a suitable one, we'll adjust the settings manually. To achieve a warm, cinematic look, we increase the temperature, slightly lower the exposure, and boost the saturation. Adding a little fade softens the overall appearance, making it look more natural and cinematic. To refine the warm tone further, we adjust the curves panel by bringing down the blue graph. Enhancing the warmth. Slightly increasing the red graph adds even more warmth, creating a rich cinematic effect. Once satisfied with the results, filters can be added to fine-tune the look. Color grading is ultimately about what looks best to your eyes. The more you practice, the more you'll develop your own style and learn how to present your content visually. Once the grading is complete, we can add a mask to compare the changes and review the final result. Thank you so much for watching. If you like our content, feel free to subscribe for more tutorials.